Hey folks, it's Rob, and this is Rimworld Alpha 5, and it's Robbtown. Robbtown, baby. This is part 7. And we survived the Raider siege and the native attack last time. And we just picked up Penelope, who crash landed nearby. Trying to recruit her, as well as Dorna, who we captured 2 episodes ago, actually. If things go on as they are, I might sell her off to a slaver. Speaking of which, I am going to need a new communications terminal. And let's see, architect, I need to finish that room off as well. Alright, there we go. And floor. Smooth out the stone floor first. Thank you. Make sure that gets done. This is where I'm going to put my other mortar. That one's going to be an incendiary. Crap out of there. Let's see. Yeah, from the assault, this is the old camp, right? And I've still got some things to deal with here, including gear to pick up. And I don't know what to do about these mortars. I can't seem to disassemble them. And I mean, I can't request them to be deconstructed. I can't request them to be cancelled. I guess I'll have to just go and actually destroy them, which means sending somebody over with weaponry and actually destroying them. Who would be good for the job? Caro has Molotovs on her, but that's because she's a pacifist and doesn't shoot guns anyway. But she's also like my recruiter. And my warden. Put a little hunting out. They kidnapped Bargy. The bastards. He was overwhelmed by someone with a bow and then kidnapped before I could rescue him. Which just sucks. I'm gonna miss Bargy. I mean, yeah, he wouldn't do most things, but he was excellent at the things he did. And it was pretty good having a dedicated hunter guard kind of guy, you know? Anytime you needed to shoot something, he was there. Hunting boom rat with an LMG, why not? Haley, would you like some power armor? Because I happen to know where there's some is. Just saying. Alright, looks like the shitty native weapons have been collected and dumped off, at least the ones that aren't rocks. Which, I mean, what spaceship is going to go and buy rocks? But, looks like the scrap metal's been converted as well, so I can switch that back off again. our battery in there, guys. I know it used to be the comms room, but I'm gonna move the comms room. In fact, miscellaneous. Just like put it there. Yeah. Yeah, the pirate siege, they actually did manage a lucky hit on the comms unit. It's about the only thing that they really did manage to do. Well, that's my incendiary mortar built, and I have a regular mortar, so that's my siege response. Alright. Again, I want all the crap hauled out of there. Okay. Oh, a blight. Great. Okay, let's harvest food from the nearby area. This is why we keep emergency rations. Notice our berry bushes, though, got burnt out. Yeah, freaking pirates. At least we have some over there. Okay, so let's see. Haley, you have an armor vest on, which is nice, and you use an LMG. You're generally kick-ass, but I'm thinking I'm going to give Show. Where's Show? Show, where are you? Rana, Pearl, Caro. Show. Show, I know you're sleeping, but I want you to wear the power armor, okay? You've really moved up in the world, and I want you to have this. So now, she has power armor. Damage absorption 38%, move speed minus 10%. Go with her t-shirt. Eclipse. Right. Power that off to save electricity. Group from Ancestors Tree is coming to visit. That's fine. Hey, Caro finally successfully recruited one of these jerks. Okay. Penelope. Excellent. So you're a housemate. Good with doctoring. Not terrible as a warden. Social 5. Not as good as Caro, but it could be good to have a backup doing this job. Yeah, you're the second best I got. Okay. Actually, you're not a bad cook. 6. You're not a hunter. I'll put you on construction, but you're not really into it. Like everybody mines, grows, cuts plants. These are important things, okay? I don't really need you to do research. You're a 6. I already got 12 and a 7. So that's enough of that. Put everybody back on firefighting, because I hate seeing fires. And there we go. Good to have Penelope on board. You can have Bargie's old room. It just leaves awkward Dorna, who never wants to convert. Cargo pods. What are we getting? Ooh, silver. Excellent. We like cash. Stone's getting hauled away, the floor's been put in, put in a bed, put in a lamp, it's an industrial trader, seriously, the number of graves you have to put in sometimes. Boot Hill's getting a bit out of control. I may have to do a controlled burn. Make sure that's not zoned for home. Alright, yeah, we'll remove home region from that, because that's not really... Remove home region from that as well. Because these walls are just there to kind of stop people from getting to me as opposed to anything else. So just control the flow, you know? Slave trader, well... Let's see. Power that back up. Caro. Wake up, Caro. That must be the industrial trader. But I can sell them wood for nothing. Great. Yeah, space wood. Okay. Here's our slave trader. Okay, so let's sell them some shitty weapons. First off. Because bows and pilos do not appeal to me. Okay, now. Dorna, for some reason you're real awkward and will not convert. You're a megalomaniac, but charitable. Charitable megalomaniac? Was that Dr. Doom? Hilda, medieval lord. Okay. Incapable of intellectual, dumb labor, skilled labor, and crafting. Wow. Okay. Fleming, the Glitter World surgeon. Incapable of nothing. Okay. Good at melee. Good at shooting. Mining. Yeah, can do everything. Good artistic ability. Good medicine. Yeah, you're worth having. Okay. So I will buy Fleming. And I'm going to sell off Dorna because, yeah, let's be done with her. Now, Fleming, you're naked, which is a problem, okay? Now, I don't like that. Let's get you some clothes. There's a t-shirt right there. Go grab Show's old t-shirt, okay? Caro, you're released. Go back to bed. Hang on, wasn't there a pistol over here? Not currently. Okay. There are some weapons scattered around over here, though. Let's get you the charge rifle. Now let's see if we can actually take these out. Yeah, so I can attack these or I can man them. So I certainly don't want these left over here for when something comes back. Good job. Okay. As a reward, you can have a duster. Alright, you're free. Go play. What do I want you to be doing? I don't want you to do Warden. I'll take Penelope off of Warden because I don't have anybody in the jail cell at the moment anyway. I'll leave Fleming on hunting. You can construct, you can repair, you can grow, you can mine, you can plant cut. And your crafting wasn't terrible, actually, as I recall. No, it was your art. That's right. So, yeah, I don't need you to research. There we go. Welcome to the job. You did a fine job cleaning that up over here. Just to improve the mobility around the area. There you go, Fleming. You got a nice bedroom all your own, okay? And I can shut down the light on that. In fact, we need a new stool, don't we? Something else that the Raiders managed to destroy. One stool. Oh, bless. There we are. Hunt that squirrel anytime you like. There's a squirrel right there, go for it. Don't need that light on. Okay, I'm thinking of some improvements. So let's see here. Dig all that out for me. I'll turn that into a stone wall. But that squirrel's eating my stockpile. Yellow t-shirt to you, Penelope. Okay, remember that. Also, Penelope doesn't have a weapon. I'll need to get you one. Let's check out the weapon lockers. What we got up here? Uzi, shotguns, incendiary launcher. Certainly I got better than that somewhere. Don't I have some rifles about? Got a pistol. Don't really want to use a pistol. Kind of suck. Could have swore I had a hunting rifle out here somewhere. Unless I got stolen too. At least doing an Uzi over a pistol. Yeah. Go get it. At least it'll be something. In case we're attacked. So what to do next? That is the question. Squirrel hunting is keeping people fed as well as the gathering. Which helps deal with that blight we suffered. Solar flare. Great. Knocks out power equipment. Rely on our back to stored up food. Okay, what are we doing with this? Kind of free-forming this, but I'm thinking I'm going to put in a hydroponics area and a backup nutrient paste dispenser. That way I have that should I experience problems with like getting cooked meals out. But I don't know. Things like this make me think the hydroponics bay is not worthwhile. I could just turn it into more beds, more rooms for people to stay in. more corpses out here. Hey, Pearl. Can you strip Velma for me? Thanks. Gonna be wanting some stone wall. That way it's nice and solid there. Door. Can't say it's really a failure of a colony. It does seem to be doing okay. Have them just mine all that out, couldn't I? Yes, tear it down, tear it down! Excellent. Industrial trader. Got about no use for industrial traders, you know? Combat supplier, could be something good there. We have a fair bit of silver in the depot. Power up. Caro. I know it's your nap time, but alright, John Larman is the industrial trader. Volova. There we are. They got an M16 for sale. That could be a good thing. I'll sell you the pistol, and yeah, we'll buy that M16 in. Beats the crap out of an Uzi. This is kind of exposed over here, as I discovered under the attack, so I may want to move this stuff out of here. It is nice and central, though. I feel like filling this in with stone tile, you know? Well, the cryo sleep pod's been researched. Let's, oh. Colored lights? Why not? Okay. So, what is this going on? Miscellaneous, maybe? Decoration for ship. Here we are. Ship structural beam and ship cryo sleep pod. Structural beam around which the ship can be constructed. 800 metal. And a cryo sleep pod is 750 metal. Alright. Well, let's do this properly, shall we? Stone smoothed out, okay? Why, you may ask? Because I'm going to use this as my little construction site. Let's see, I was going to put more stone wall in here. Yeah, the AI has a real habit of doing outer bits before doing inner bits on certain things, and so you gotta, like, manage them. But, it can be handled. Bit stone off there. Industrial trader's leaving. I don't care. Combat supplier already bought the decent gun off of them. They're leaving. I don't care. The harvest is, of course, a priority, so they're doing that right now. Group of tribespeople from the combo of the forest arrived nearby. They are attacking immediately. Okay. They are down there. They do a tiny of attack from the south, as they do. Right, so first off, Turrets on. Secondly, where is Caro? Caro, I'm gonna have you man... Actually, everybody's getting drafted, okay? Everybody. Fleming, you're gonna man this gun. Okay. Caro, you're manning this gun. That's our long-range attack. So once they're here, I can pull you guys off. Haley, okay, but over there. Pearl, over there. Virgo, here. Alpha, here. Penelope. Oh no, wait, Fleming, you got the charge rifle. You can go here. Penelope, you're manning a mortar. Okay. Haley, did I assign you? I don't remember. Crap. Got a little confused. Brana, I need you. Show, get your power armored butt out here. On Alpha. Alpha needs assigned orders. Alpha doesn't have a gun. That would be a distinct disadvantage. Why don't you go get yourself a gun, Alpha? Go get the M16. Okay. That was a wide miss. Mortars aren't very good for this kind of thing, though, so that's understandable. Okay, Alpha, now you have yourself an M16. Come stand by the barricade, okay? They are breaking up, then coming back in. Okay. We're definitely going for the mortar crews. Oh, I hit a grave. Colonist needs rescue. Haley. Okay, can't afford to lose you, Haley. Who's most expendable at the moment? Brana. No, not arrest. Rescue. Thank you. Okay, guys. Really is enough of that. Fall back off the guns, okay? Caro, you're not much help anyway. I want you to just get out undercover, okay? Move yourself back in here, and you can stand by to rescue somebody. Colonist needs rescue. Pearl. Well, guess what, Kuro? Brana, I need you back out here. Oh, it was too damn close. Penelope, I'm releasing you, hoping that you'll fight fire. I'd like to not lose my other mortar. Okay, slave traders passing by. Oh crap, that's going to explode. Brana, get... Oh, Penelope's dead. Oh well. Okay, got problems, guys. Freaking natives. Fleming, move up. Lyra, move up. Okay. Stupid scout is being such a huge pain in the butt. Really, guys? Okay, they're finally fleeing. Bring in the garbage. Alright, there we are. Okay, everybody, you're released. Crap, Penelope died. Alpha, I need you to do something for me. I need you to take Penelope's shirt off. I know it's a bit creepy, but it's necessary. Okay? Yeah, get Penelope into a grave. Guns powered off. They blew up both my mortars, but they didn't get any of the defense guns, so that's something. And I got plenty of metal, so I can rebuild those. Fair few injured folk. One of the power cells got destroyed. At least that can be turned into new metal eventually. Don't really want to salvage tribal ware. Structure, stone wall. Yeah, complete repairs, repair the sandbags, repair everything. Turn those guns back to storage. Mental break. Pearl. Pearl's having a hard time with things. You ate raw food, you observed 3 corpses, you're wounded, you ate off the ground, you witnessed a stranger's death, you only had 2 social chats. Yeah, it's not your best day. You're doing a lot of hauling, but now you're going to bed. Okay, that's fine. You can have a light on. Okay. That's a shame. We hardly knew Penelope. Who knew she'd be a red shirt? Okay, let's try to research the antimatter reactor. Why not? Don't know where we're going to get an antimatter containment core, but let's go for it. The last assault has me rethinking the building positioning of my spacecraft, as I'm thinking that would be a bad idea. Yeah, bring in that slag, why not? Something for somebody to do. We have a variety of shirts now in storage. I haven't used. Another blight. Lovely. Harvest any and all food in this area. Hunt. 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 Thank you. You're still armed, aren't you, Fleming? Yes. Okay. Okay, another group of raiders. Crap. Alright, you're all drafted. Get your butts back over here. I need to assign some weapons. Show, you can go here. I need these guns powered on. Haley, you're not much use. I'm gonna have you do a project while we're waiting. So you can go over there. Oh no, Haley's much use. Haley can go right there. I'm thinking Caro. Caro is the one I want. And Caro can go over here. Haley, I think, needs a new gun. Yes. So let's see here. LMG or M24? LMG, I'm thinking. And Brana, take up a position. Lyra, position yourself. Alpha, you can do the same. Okay. Pearl, you need a new gun. And I'm inclined to give it an M24. Yeah. That leaves Ergo. Is LMG. You can kind of watch this end here as well. I think that's everybody. there. Fleming, you have the charge rifle. You can be right there. Pearl, you can go there. Caro, now, your special job is to... No. Screw it. You can come over here. Fall back, show. Caro, it's your big chance. Rescue show. Another job for you. Right, I can't wait. Rescue. Alright, Brana, why don't you back out there? Caro, you can reposition yourself. Ergo, why don't you move over here, huh? Fleming, move up. I want you both to just like kind of bring up an attack, okay? Thank you. That does seem to have dealt with it, so... Undraft. Alright. All the raider corpses need dealt with. And their shitty weapons need dealt with too. I think I wouldn't be able to do so much with rocks, bows, and stick spears, but you know they can. Alright, there's definitely defenses I'm going to need rebuilt, because we lost one of our guns, so... Security, improvised turret, put you out about as far as I can. There you go. Sandbag it up. Passing teacher, don't care. Cargo pods. What's up? More missiles. No, shells. Okay, whatever. We'll pick them up at some point. That's good. Alright, Monster cargo pods? Okay. Haley, you need a new gun, don't you? There you go, have an M24. Who else would need rescue? Need a new gun. There's no quick way to know what gear people have and what needs to be, who needs a gun. They're not in bed, so they must be out somewhere. Alpha like 3 times, haven't I? It's not Haley. I'm not even sure what you're doing in there, Haley. There's no prisoners. You've been very effective at killing attackers. Oh dear God, maybe somebody's out hunting with bare fists. Shonard? No, you're sleeping. Okay, that's what's going on. Shonard's in bed. That's okay. Show, you can just rest, sleep that off. Okay? In fact, you get a light because you're injured. Thunderstorm to brighten up everyone's day. Visiting. What happened? Short circuit blew out part of the wall. Lovely. Drained most of my battery power. Okay. Let's get a new mortar up and going and get a little further away from the wall. Away from each other. So do kind of blow up real big. New combat supplier. Well, I got plenty of shit to sell off. They always seem to come while you're sleeping, Caro. I'm sorry about that. Right. First off, we sell off all the shite. Don't know what you want with these pilos, but maybe you're selling them to weird tourists and other planets. Pump shotgun or an M16? Well, I got M16 will do. Certainly beats the crap out of an Uzi. Okay. a defensive stone wall here would help protect this equipment from any explosion here, but also provide a secure way of travel in the event of an emergency. Kind of a perimeter wall, but not really. And Eclipse. Lovely. Fortunately, we have a fair bit of power stored, even with the short circuit that we experienced. Although that could be turned off. And I can turn off these extra lights. Alright, these are pass-through areas. That's fine. That's the research area. That needs it. That's the main camp there. That should be fine. Okay. Hopefully we won't get attacked. If we do, I'll need to make sure I mother the power supply. That body needs taken care of, guys. Brahma, can you just, like, deal with this? Must be no graves. Yeah, okay, that's the problem. Never know, maybe that tribal outfit will be useful to somebody sometime. Slave trader. Well, never know. Maybe somebody new. We need to replace Penelope anyway. Her pit stop was just a pit stop. Yeah, we'll deal with this and then we'll finish the episode. Where's Caro? Caro, what are you doing way out here? Okay. Get your butt back to town, and then we'll go and have you do something for me. Right. They're the combat supplier. Basically, I've already dealt with them. The Fugashlin. Right, so we have a bartender, a gatherer, and a weaver. Sounds like some bizarre joke. Okay, capable of dumb labor, I hate that. Capable of social, might work. But you're chummy. Whatever. And Tobin. No intellectual or crafting. That could be okay. You're a good miner. Good social. You suck at shooting, and you're not very good at melee. But, you know there's worse things. The mining's good. You're good at growing, which is something the colony could always use. Not capable of social is not a huge problem. And you're a reasonable shot and reasonable at melee. I don't really care about your research tendencies, but I suppose we could use you. Have another look at Gubia just to be certain. Gubia can't do dumb labor, so Gubia can't do hauling. You're a researcher, I don't care. You're good at crafting. Not a huge priority. Yeah, I think we'll buy in Brio. Welcome to the colony. No. Before you get up to doing that kind of stuff, first off, get yourself a gun. Secondly, you're not actually a slave, okay? You just like belong to the colony now. And what do you like? Green, pink, white, or yellow? Let's give you, or tribesman. Actually, you can do both. Let's give you Brio, you're a female human colonist. Well, why don't we give you this yellow one that Penelope used to wear? And, no one likes being naked, and for some reason slaves turn up as naked. You can wear the tribal wear as well. And there you go, get to your stuff. And we've run out of power, which is never nice. Be nice when the eclipse is over. That's that corpse being hauled away. That's good. Some more stone being dropped off. Don't ask me what I'm doing with that. I'm just making a big space. I'll figure out something to do with it later. Yeah, good to have these new folks on board. Alright, you're not much of a doctor, that doesn't matter. In fact, we'll take some of these people off of doctoring. You're incapable of social, so you can't do warden anyway. You are not much of a cook, I'm not bothered. Everyone constructs, everyone repairs, everyone mines, everyone cuts plants, and I do not need you to research. So there we go. Okay. Oh, and I don't need you to hunt. There. Okay. Well, that's enough for now. Haley's idle. Really, there is plenty of things for you to be doing, Haley. I mean, there's always stuff to do. Well, if I'm going to get those spaceship bits going, I'm going to need more minerals. Just dig out this bit of the hill. Burying that squirrel. Okay, so... Right. That is going to be enough of this, folks. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye.